If you hate long HDMI cables across the room, you are not alone. Today we look at two wireless HDMI kits from OREI. One focuses on a longer distance. The other focuses on 4K. And the real question is, what matters more to you? Distance or resolution? Let us break it down and start with what you notice first. Both units look similar at first glance. Long, slim bodies, about 9 inches wide, very light in hand. But there is one key difference. The WHD-165-K uses a metal enclosure, and you feel that right away. It feels cooler and more solid. If you plan to mount it behind a TV or in a rack, that metal body gives a bit more confidence over time. On the other hand, the WUHD3-66M-K uses ABS plastic. It is still well made. It does not feel cheap, but it is lighter and a bit more flexible. For portable setups like moving between meeting rooms, that lighter build can actually help. Both use micro USB for power, and both come with simple USB to micro USB cables. So power is easy. You can plug into a wall adapter or even a USB port on your display if it has enough output. And yes, both are plug and play. You power them up and they auto pair. There is no app, no network setup. Now here, the WHD-165K transmitter has one HDMI input and one HDMI loop output. That loop out is useful. You can connect your source, then send one signal to a local TV and another wirelessly to a remote TV, so you can watch in the main room and in another room at the same time. And the receiver has one HDMI output. Very simple. Also, it supports up to 4 receivers per transmitter. So if you want the same content in multiple rooms, like a sports bar style setup, or a church hall overflow room, you can expand it. Meanwhile, WUHD3-66M-K is more compact in design. Its HDMI connectors are attached with short, flexible leads. You plug the transmitter directly into your source HDMI port, and the receiver plugs straight into your display. It feels almost like a wireless HDMI dongle system. It does not have a loop out. It is more of a point-to-point system. One transmitter, one receiver, clean and simple. Now, they both operate on the 5 GHz band, and both support SSID pairing and channel switching. So if you run multiple kits in the same building, you can avoid signal overlap. Now let us talk about picture quality, because this is where you will decide. And this WHD-165K supports up to 1080p at 60 Hz. In use, the image is sharp and stable. For cable TV, streaming boxes, Blu-ray, and even casual console gaming, it looks good. Motion is smooth at 60 Hz, and latency is low enough for presentations and video playback without noticeable lip sync issues. On top of that, it can go up to 165 feet, line of sight. That is a big advantage. In open hallways or large rooms, that range gives flexibility. However, once walls get involved, distance will drop. In a typical home, with 1 or 2 walls, you may see around half of that stable range. Now the WUHD3-66M-K supports 4K, but at 30 Hz. So you get higher resolution, but lower frame rate. For movies and streaming content, 4K at 30 works well. Its image looks detailed and clean on a large TV. Text and presentations also look sharper compared to 1080p. But for fast gaming, 30 Hz can feel less smooth. If you are using a PlayStation or Xbox for competitive gaming, you may notice a lower refresh rate. Its range is about 65 feet of line of sight. So this is better for the same room setups. So it's kind of clean, cable-free look without long runs. Both systems use compression to send the signal wirelessly, and honestly, at normal viewing distance, you will not notice heavy artifacts. Colors look natural. Audio stays in sync. Both support PCM audio, so standard stereo works fine. Latency-wise, both are quite responsive for video playback. The 1080p model feels slightly smoother in motion because of 60 Hz support. The 4K model feels sharper in detail. After running them for a few hours, the WHD-165K metal body stays warm, but not hot. The metal helps dissipate heat. The WUHD3-66M-K plastic body also manages heat well. It is rated for continuous use. For digital signage or long meetings, both should handle daily operation without issues. Then, the power draw. And it is low on both, around 4 to 5 watts. So you can leave them powered without worrying about energy use. So which one is best? Let us think about you. The WHD-165K is about distance, flexibility, and smooth 1080p at 60 Hz. It feels more expandable and a bit more rugged. If you want to send a signal from your cable box to another room across the house, and 1080p is enough, then it makes more sense. On the other hand, the WUHD366M-K is about sharper 4K detail in a compact, clean setup. If you want a clean 4K setup in the same room. For example, mounting a projector on the ceiling and hiding cables. Or sending your laptop to a wall-mounted TV during meetings. It feels more modern here. Also, consider frame rate. If you value smooth 60 Hz motion over higher resolution, the 1080p kit might feel better for sports and gaming. So think about your room size, your content type, and your display resolution. And from there, the right choice becomes clear. That was all. Thanks for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you found it helpful, give it a like and subscribe for more videos.